This is Lily, having a great time with her besties. They want to take some selfies after the party. Turn on the portrait mode. Everybody looks at the camera. Let's see their selfies. This one is from Anna's phone. Those edges do not look so good. This one is from Bonnie's phone. Overall, it looks good, but it would be better if the glass in her hands was clearer. And this one is from Lily's phone. Clear edges, proper blur of the crowd behind them. How does Lily's phone manage to shoot a perfect selfie like this? Well, let's get to know Lily's phone. Xiaomi 12 Lite, a phone that's able to offer studio-level selfie portraits. In order to produce a perfect selfie portrait, here are 4 steps. HDR processing, monocular depth estimation, portrait segmentation, and portrait blur. The first step is to adjust the exposure of the entire photo, otherwise known as HDR processing. When clicking the shutter, Xiaomi 12 Lite actually takes 3 different photos with long, medium, and short exposures at the same time, combining the best parts of the 3 photos in order to avoid overexposure, brighten the dark parts of the photo, preserve the details, and finally obtain photos with vivid colors. Secondly, we use monocular depth estimation to identify the distance of the subjects and objects within the picture. Just like human eyes, the phone uses 2 rear cameras to evaluate the depth of field. By using the disparity between the object placement captured by the cameras, it is easy to calculate the distance between the camera and the object. For the single front camera, we use a depth estimation algorithm to achieve similar distance judgment. We've used millions of photos with corresponding depth maps for the AI to learn how to estimate depth. By comparing and analyzing one set of photos with another, it is able to constantly improve its recognition and computing capability. As a result, when faced with a whole new picture, the AI is able to accurately figure out the distance between the camera and the people or the backgrounds and identify objects in the picture that are at the same depth as the people in the photo. The third step is to segment the portrait in detail. The commonly used semantic segmentation comes from contour level segmentation. For example, in this photo, the segmentation is performed according to 2 categories, people and background. Therefore, the result is relatively rough. By using semantic segmentation as a base, we made refined corrections with our hair-level portrait segmentation algorithm. By continuously testing the portrait segmentation in order to improve the computing power of the algorithm, as well as self-learning over hundreds of thousands of pictures, our AI can not only accurately segment the overall outline of a person in a portrait, but can also make out clear details like fingers and hair. The fourth step is to create the portrait blur. We integrate the results of the first 3 calculation steps and perform progressive blurring processing on the picture in order to achieve a real large aperture depth of field blurring effect. These 4 essential steps are the keys to shooting a perfect selfie from Lily's phone, achieving proper exposure, clear depth of field, and detailed segmentation. With Xiaomi 12 Lite, take your studio-level portraits anywhere and create your own style, your own shot. We will continue to explore technologies that bring happiness to everyone's life.
Xiaomi.